Okay, welcome back to another edition of Inside the Box. Dan Hogan, along with the Bostonian, who's back from Vancouver and subbing in for the coach, who's on vacation. Well, first off, quickly, how was Vancouver?
Vancouver's great. I want to apologize to everyone out there, though. Had some technical difficulties. We've recently upgraded, as you can probably maybe tell, where our video is a little bit better. However, I went to Vancouver with a camera with a disc, and apparently we were still using something called tape when we were doing our old thing, so they got mixed up and we were unable to transfer that over. We may be able to bring it to you next week, but if not, it was a good time. Let me tell you.
Good. Well, we'll dive into the Olympics later on in the show, so we got some hot topics to go with. We'll start off, of course, with Tiger Woods again, who's back making headlines with his apology. Bostonian, what do you think? Sincere or not sincere?
It's fresh. I mean, it's still dripping wet, and we still haven't gotten the full text of what was said. From what I can tell, I mean, literally, this happened about a half an hour ago before we taped. The things you expected. I'm sorry. Leave my family alone.
Oh God.
Listen, Coach Dan. I don't care. The guy did something.
Oh, exactly.
We all know it goes on, and I'm really tired of people who make judgments on people like this.
Oh, exactly. Most of those guys are probably doing the ones who are casting, throwing stones. And they're probably involved in themselves. Especially a lot of these golfers. I mean, that's become part of the thing on the tour. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of these guys. I mean, listen, you're away from your family for so long, and this and that. Not to say that it's right, but that's just the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it goes for everything, and it doesn't have to just be athletes. I mean, who cares? People do things, and
yeah, he doesn't have to apologize. He doesn't owe me an apology. He owes his wife and kids an apology.
Exactly.
But I understand how it goes. He's got endorsements. He's this big, figure. The face of golf. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Right.
So, does he have to come out and say that? Yeah, I guess. But in a real sense, he doesn't.
Right. Well, you know what? If you're whining about it and you're complaining about it and you're making us think about it, then don't watch the golf. Don't wear Nike
or anything he endorses. Exactly. Make your statement that way.
Right. I'm tired of hearing people pipe in with this and that. Oh, it's wrong.
No, exactly. Come on, enough's enough.
Exactly.
But with regard to this interview, I mean, it was a joke. I mean, you had his close friends in there. No members of the media were allowed. I mean, Inside the Box was denied. We tried to get in. But listen, we had the exclusive with Tiger 3 months ago. You can check out our link right here. And check out Jason Hahn, who conducted an incredible interview with Tiger right after the fallout, and he answered the real questions, unlike this, little Mickey Mouse operation that just went on today. So,
right.
If you want to see the real interview with Tiger, check out our link.
Yeah, it's linked up. Check it out. It's a great interview. Jason did a great job, and it really kind of gets to the meat and potatoes of what's going on.
It'll give you a lot more than you'll get on ESPN tonight.
Exactly.
So, listen, obviously there'll be more with Tiger as the weeks unfold.
Right.
What event he comes back to. We spoke about that, me and the coach last week. So, whatever. Well, we'll dive into the NBA here now.
Well, I did. Let me back up one thing.
Sure.
I want to throw the coach, as we were discussing earlier in the week here. Throw the coach a little bone and talking about the golfers complaining about Tiger and this and that. But Coach unearthed this great statistic, which in 2003, when Tiger was just coming on the scene, 2 players made over $1 million.
Oh yeah, no, excellent point.
And in the 6 years since 2009, 104 players. So you tell me,
it's amazing.
Do you want Tiger back or not?
No, it's true. A lot of these golfers that are complaining, come on, what are you kidding me? You're making a fortune, this guy. And I mean, if you go back, I'm sure, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I bet you if you go back to 97, 98 when he first broke onto the scene,
right,
and look at what the numbers were, I mean, it'll be incredible.
Yeah.
Even more so.
Right.
So come on, shut up. Listen,
they may not be winning the tournaments, but they're making money.
Exactly. I'm sure there's a high percentage of them that are doing it anyway. Right. They're just not getting busted. They weren't as brazen as Tiger, I guess.
Leave them alone.
Yeah.
It's the year of the Tiger. Remember that.
Year of the Tiger. Good one, Bostonian. So anyway, changing modes here, jumping into the NBA, we had, obviously the mega deal regarding Tracy McGrady. Obviously there's a lot of other parts, with the Knicks and the Kings. Obviously for the Knicks, it's funny because they ended up getting better, I think, in the same point and freeing up cap space.
Right.
So now you could, as the paper said today all over New York, LeBron can bring himself along and a friend.
Right.
Now,
yeah.
So I mean, you got 2 big free agents that the Knicks can potentially land in the summer. So I mean, finally, the Knicks have done the right thing by clearing the slate, getting ready to be able to lure in some free agents. Now the question is can they get LeBron James? I mean, that's now you've set yourself up for this. Do you think LeBron leaves Cleveland or not?
I think it depends on how they do this year.
This year, they win a championship. Does he leave?
I think he stays.
He stays if they win.
I think. I just, they put some nice pieces around him with bringing in Antoine Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they look legit. Real strong chance this year to win the championship. As far as the Knicks,
no, absolutely.
The Knicks fans have been waiting for this year for like, I don't know how many years.
Oh,
like
forget it, exactly.
5, 6, 7
Absolutely.
years we've been waiting. They've been waiting for this time to be able to clear the space.
No,
Here
exactly,
it is.
and they finally did it the right thing. They should have done it years ago.
Right.
Scrap the Heat. I mean, they were signed out the Garden anyway. Losing. So
If they don't get LeBron, and I'd say 50-50.
Oh, absolutely.
There's still some nice pieces out there they can bring
no
in,
question.
and still be,
And still, yeah,
upgrade.
exactly. Oh, no question. But the thing with the Knicks is, and now you basically put all your eggs in one basket now with this free agency class. Say LeBron does resign with the Cavaliers, now Bosh, it's not as attractive in New York now to a couple of these free agents.
Right.
Dwayne Wade might stay in Miami.
Right.
Bosh might join Wade in Miami now that they've freed up cap space.
Right.
You got the Bulls who have a nice little nucleus of players, better than the Knicks do.
Right.
That have a cap space to sign a Bosh or a Wade or one of these other big free agents. I mean, imagine this. Imagine, all these, LeBron and Dwayne Wade stay put on their teams,
Right.
and Bosh chooses, the Bulls because now, the two mega free agents are remaining on their clubs. They got a better, team that he can, latch
Right.
onto.
Absolutely.
And now the Knicks, I mean, God, left with nothing. And you're waiting for what? Next year when Carmelo Anthony comes available, or the following year when you get Kevin Durant? And now you've traded some picks also.
Well, they traded their lottery
they're
pick.
the lottery pick. They don't have one this year, and they don't have one for the next year.
Yeah, they definitely mortgaged the future. So we'll see. And I guess if they don't sign anyone, and all of a sudden you have all that cap space, you think the prices will go down?
Oh, yeah, right. That's a joke.
Right.
Well, anyway, we'll get more into that as the season goes on, and as well as other NBA topics. But quick, we'll touch base on the Olympics. As you know, the Bostonians freshly back from Vancouver here, and the big story obviously is Lindsay Vaughn. Incredible run on the downhill with a bruised shin. She wins gold. You got Shaun White in
incredible,
unbelievable.
Right.
And speed skater, eluding my name right now, Shaun.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
eluding my name. But anyway,
that was a big night.
Americans had a big night, and now, yesterday we had Lindsay Vaughn, who fell down on the moguls,
Yeah, I think she's probably spent. I don't know if she's going to win anything else.
So.
I think she got herself banged up a little bit. I know it's still hurting her.
Mm-hmm.
How about sports coverage as far as NBC that night on the night that Shaun White and Lindsey Vonn and everything.
Mm-hmm.
NBC they crushed American Idol rating wise.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
First time.
Absolutely. And I thought they did a good job of bringing everything the way they did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I thought everything ran in sequence pretty well. You know? And then believe me, I'm very critical in years past, especially in the summer games, on how NBC handled the whole Olympics. But so far this year, they've been pretty good. And I mean, listen, they're lucking out with Lindsey Vonn, Shaun White, and these people who are supposed to winning and being the face of the Olympics and giving them something to run with.
I hate to say, I think it's going to get a little tougher this week coming up in the second half of the week, because I think the Americans
they lack it.
They're not strong in the things that are coming up.
Exactly.
Doesn't look like anyone in the ice skating. And,
there's no clear-cut favorite in the Americans in the figure skating.
You got the women's hockey. That's going to be Canada-U.S. gold medal. That'll be something to look forward to. And in how the U.S. does in men's hockey.
Exactly.
It's really going to be the story of the second half of the of the Olympics.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Other than that, curling, what a great sport. Did you see where curling is actually getting a good rating on
I know.
the cable channels?
I was shocked by that.
It's
I really
a cult,
was.
I
was shocked by
like
that.
watching paint dry.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, listen, thanks for joining us for another edition of Inside the Box. Don't forget to check out our Tiger Woods link to see the interview we conducted a couple months ago. We'll see you next week with more podcast. Okay?
Thank you.